Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining and giving us this opportunity. I'm Milind Desai. I'm a cardiologist at the Cleveland Clinic within the Heart and Vascular Institute. I'm also the director of Hypertrophic Cardiomyopathy Center at the Cleveland Clinic. And it is my great pleasure to introduce you to our program as well as key members of our team. As you probably know, Cleveland Clinic has a large HCM program with a lot of experience taking care of the full spectrum of patients with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And taking care of patients is a team sport, clearly a team sport. And it is my distinct pleasure to introduce my colleagues who help take care of these patients from a clinical perspective. They are Doctors Maren Thamilarasan, Dr. Zoran Popovich, Dr. Bo Zhu, Dr. Michael Emery, who also happens to be a sports expert in sports cardiology. These are the key members of the HCM team, but there are others who help out in taking care of these patients. A key strength of our HCM program at the Cleveland Clinic is that everybody who takes care of HCM patients is an expert in advanced imaging techniques, including many of us who are experts in multimodality imaging. That brings a unique strength to the program as it relates to taking care of these patients. Of course, we are backed by the most comprehensive and the largest echocardiography laboratory in the world at the Cleveland Clinic, which helps us take care of the full spectrum of echo-based imaging as it relates to hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, including stress echocardiography. And along with echocardiography, as most HCM patients know, cardiac MRI has become a very important element of your diagnostic algorithm. So Cleveland Clinic, we have a large cardiac MRI program which offers the full spectrum of imaging as well as research related to that. Similarly, for some patients who may need cardiac CT or cardiac PET nuclear, we have top-notch programs also in those arenas. Some of them are world-leading programs. We are also very fortunate to have a world-leading cardiac surgical program, including two of my fantastic colleagues, Doctors Nick Madeira and Doug Johnston, who are experts in the surgical management of patients with hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. And we take care of some of the largest volumes of such patients in the country and perhaps in the world. Now, there are other key elements to our HCM program, including our large hypertrophic cardiomyopathy-related electrophysiology program. This is, again, the largest such program in the country, and we provide the widest spectrum of management possible in patients with HCM. This includes all forms of complex management of atrial fibrillation, devices, dealing with complications of devices, lead extractions if somebody were to need it, leadless pacemaker, etc. Our interventional cardiology program, led by Dr. Krishnaswamy, as well as our chairman, Dr. Samir Kapadia, also provides a tremendous bit of expertise in alcohol septal ablation, including my colleague, Dr. Grant Reed. So the three of them provide us with solid alcohol septal ablation backup. Of course, we have a broad cadre of genetics capabilities, including expert genetic counselors who provide every aspect of care from a genetic perspective that is required in these patients. Patients. The mantra of the Cleveland Clinic is patients first. And of course, we would sincerely like to thank all our patients for trusting in us with regards to your comprehensive HCM care. I would also take this opportunity to sincerely thank the HCMA and Lisa Solberg, along with her team, for being tireless advocates for such patients, ranging from providing them with access advice, advocacy, and basically being there for these patients, for you patients at your most vulnerable time. So I truly cannot underscore the importance of your HCMA's advocacy. And I must congratulate you for getting to where you have gotten today. Another important aspect that I would like to highlight of our HCM program is our tireless educational efforts. We are involved in all aspects of education, not just patient-facing, but also other physician-facing programs, including our tall rounds, our consult QD articles, scientific presentations at national meetings, as well as Cleveland Clinic-sponsored CME programs. The most important aspect today and beyond in hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is the exciting research that is going on. And I am very proud to say that Cleveland Clinic provides the full spectrum of research as it relates to hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. We have our large institution-based registry, which does a lot of cutting-edge research. We have our large surgical research program. But more importantly, we have access to all aspects of new precision drug therapies that are being currently tested in clinical trials, including leading randomized multi-center trials. We are also involved in HCMR, which is a large National Institute of Health-sponsored registry, which takes into account a lot of imaging as well as genetics and biomarkers. This is going to shed a lot of important light in case of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. If you are a patient with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, there's no better time than now to be a patient because of all the advances we've made in understanding of the disease, the genetics of it, the imaging of it, the procedural outcomes, all these registries, all these clinical trials that are going on. So this is no better time than right now. So an empowered patient, an educated patient it's very easy to be an empowered and an educated patient in 2022 and beyond. And I would urge everybody to take advantage of all the opportunities of education and understanding that are available, not only for you, but also for your family members. From a Cleveland Clinic perspective, if you want to come see us, what we have also managed to do is refine our referral process. So we have, of course, you can reach us through our website. We have now a dedicated email, which goes to a dedicated group of support staff that takes care of these referrals pretty much immediately. We have our resource nurses, wonderful resource nurses that help ask questions or help answer questions related to your upcoming visit. And of course, we have our surgical referral process for folks whose referring providers need that, who realize that they need surgery. And another important venture that we have started is our second opinion process. So if you are a patient who cannot make it to see us in person, we can offer virtual visits or second opinion visits, and I would urge everybody to take advantage of that if that were to be the case. Thank you so much.